let's talk about periods. Hey guys, it's Danielle with Take Care Mama, and today I'm sharing my natural period routine. So what I do for birth control in lieu of a hormonal pill, some oils I use to help support my cycle, as well as how I manage my period. So if you're into period positivity, this video is for you. Be sure you're following me on Instagram at Take Care Mama. I pulled this topic idea on there and overwhelmingly I got a I want to hear it. So here we go. First of all, I read the book Taking Charge of Your Fertility and it was mind-blowing to me. You need to read this book. I will link it and everything I can below. It just taught me so much about my cycle and the 4 different phases and how fertility works and when we are fertile and when we aren't fertile, and I learned so much. So when I got pregnant with my first son, which he is almost 7, I went off the pill, which I had been on since high school for acne reasons. I think a lot of you can relate. A lot of us were put on the pill even though we weren't sexually active. And so I got off the pill after 10 years of being on it, and I used what I learned from the book in order to get pregnant. The book, is just really knowledgeable, but it can also help you with 2 goals you might have. If you're trying to get pregnant, the book can be really helpful to help you understand your fertility window. If you aren't trying to get pregnant and you don't want to be on traditional birth control, the book can help you achieve that as well. So I've used it for both instances to get pregnant. I've been pregnant twice, and in between when I did not wish to be pregnant. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but if you guys want a separate video on any of these topics, I'd be happy to do that. Leave your comments below. I, along with what I learned in that book, use an app to track my cycle. There are a ton of different ones. I think mine is called P Tracker. I will link it below. It's okay, it's good, it does its job. I just keep track of different things to help me know when I am fertile, and so that we can use a different mode of birth control to stay not pregnant. I don't have too much against the hormonal birth control pill. I think it's been amazing for women's rights. I didn't do well on it personally. After James, I went on the mini pill because I was breastfeeding and I bled for 40 days really heavily. I had a ton of tests done. They couldn't figure out what was wrong. Finally, the doctor just said, get off the pill, and then I was fine. So I just really don't do well on hormonal birth controls, and my period has never been better since I've been off of them and have implemented these other things. Secondly, I use some essential oils to help support my cycle. The first is Progessence Plus. This is my favorite. I use it every day. It has some great essential oils as well as a natural form of progesterone that's extracted from wild yams, and it's the same kind of hormone that our bodies make, which is amazing. A lot of the products out there are more chemically produced. A lot of women are low on progesterone. I'm not a doctor, but some signs are kind of irregular or heavy periods, holding your weight in your stomach and upper thighs. And if you're low on progesterone, you're usually estrogen dominant, and some signs of that can be an overload of adrenaline. Like if you're anxious or get into fight, flight, freeze more easily than other people, that might be a clue. That all is definitely me. I use this daily. I have a roller top on mine and rub it on my forearms, and it smells so good. There's frankincense, lavender, copaiba. I kind of double it as a perfume, so I'll just put it everywhere I would put a traditional perfume. I had a friend who recently told me that her periods were terrible since she had her child a year ago, and she buys Young Living from me, and I told her to try this, and she used it, and her next cycle, she said, was so great. Like, did not have the same cramping that she had been experiencing for the last year. And as far as we know, the only thing that changed is the addition of this magical oil. The other thing is SclarEssence Vitality. And a big ingredient in here is Clary Sage, which is just great for supporting a woman's cycle. I apply this daily to my inner ankles, which, you know how there's like pressure points everywhere? Your inner ankles are kind of connected to your uterus, so that's why I put this here. 3rd out of 4 is EndoFlex. This is newer to me, so I can't really talk about if I've noticed an improvement yet, but this helps support your endocrine system, which if you're a female, your ovaries are a part of that. I put it daily over my thyroid. It smells really minty. And then lastly, Clary Sage, which was a main ingredient of this. This is obviously just more concentrated because it's only Clary Sage. These 3 I use daily. This I use as needed. I use this when I'm on my cycle and having cramps, or when I'm ovulating. I get pain during ovulation, and I will dilute this in a carrier oil and apply it topically wherever my pain is, and it helps to rid me of my pain. I will name all these oils below. If you need help buying one, you can message me. I do sell for Young Living. Just a quick side note, how I manage my period, I use a menstrual cup. I actually got a new one so I can show it to you. I use the Diva Cup. I have been using this since after my son was born. I was cloth diapering him for health reasons and for environmental reasons, and I just thought, if I'm gonna be doing that with him, why wouldn't I find a non-disposable solution for managing my period? So again, I use the Diva Cup. It's a silicone menstrual cup. You've probably heard about it, and I love it. Some people, I feel like, talk it up too much. There is a learning curve. It's not the easiest to get used to. It takes a while. Even every cycle, it takes me a little bit to get back into the groove of it. But I've had to use a tampon a few times just because I've been out and about, and they are so uncomfortable now compared to this. I just really don't feel this. It holds more than a tampon. Another cool kind of side benefit of this is with a tampon, you have no idea how much you're bleeding. So if there's a problem, your doctor kind of wants to know how much you're bleeding, and you don't really know. But with this, you can actually tell how much. There are even little measurements on the side of the silicone, which can be helpful in certain situations. When my period starts and ends, so like when I'm just spotting, I don't really love to use this, so I have a pair of the Thinx underwear, which I will link below. They're all over. And then I also have a company sending me some reusable cotton pads that I'm gonna try out, and if I like them, I will share them with you as well. So there you have it. Let me know if you have any similarities to my routine, or if you have any questions. I'd love to get this discussion going in the comments. I think that our period is nothing to be ashamed of. It's not dirty, it's not gross, it's just a part of life. We literally could not give birth to humanity without having our period. So let's chat in the comments below, and please like this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and I'd love to see you over on Instagram at takecaremama. Bye guys, or girls. Bye girls. Bye ladies. Bye women. Bye awesome females.